How's it going, guys? It's your boy Stas here. Cheers, by the way. Got the double espresso on deck. As always, guys, how could I not, right? As the market is looking pretty good today, guys, as is Sofi stock, which is up over 3.5%. So we're going to break down not only Sofi stock, but we're also going to go over the indices and other stocks I'm looking at right now. But first, guys, come on, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you find value, and check out the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates every week. We just posted one yesterday. We post multiple a week every time I'm making moves in that portfolio. We post an update, and there's a Discord. I post my chart ideas throughout the week as well. All of that's down below, also pinned in the comments. And with that being said, cheers again. Got that again, double espresso on deck. How could I not, guys? And let's dive into it. So we are up across the board, except for the Dow, which all day, guys, the Dow has been going from green to red to green to red. Now it's slightly down 20 points on the day, as every index other than the Dow is in the green. QQQ's up 0.5%. SPY's up 0.25%. Looks like here the Russell is leading the green, up 0.6, and we have, guys, oil, holy moly, oil is up over 5.5%, as silver's up 2.5%, same with gold roughly. So SoFi is looking good, guys. We're up 3.5% right now, up around $1 a share, as the stock is starting to break out of the highs. Well, not fully from yesterday, but we're gaining momentum, that's for sure, towards that opening price from yesterday. So yesterday we opened up at about 28.50, right? We saw the sell-off to about 26.40. That was a drop of around 8%. So from top to bottom yesterday, SoFi went down 8%. Then we saw that little run into close. If I zoom in here, we went from 26.40 to about $27. Nice little run to close. And now, essentially, that's continuing, right? The run into close. We can see on this 5-day, 5-minute, if I zoom in, we put in a higher low here on SoFi. We can see it right here, higher low, boom. You're noticing that. And again, we're not fully taking out the high from yesterday, the opening price being about 28.50, but we sure are heading towards it, right? Putting in these higher lows. We have a golden cross. Clearly, we're starting to go to that opening price from yesterday. And if that breaks 28.50, we start going towards 29, that would be ideal for the bulls, right? If I pull the 30-minute up, at this point, we've been trading sideways for weeks between $25, $26 as support, and resistance $29, $30. You guys know that. So at this point, man, we're just going up again to test the top of the channel. And eventually, it's going to break. Whether it's this time, whether it's tomorrow, maybe it tests it again. Eventually, it's going to break, right? And I think, I said this yesterday, and I'll stick to it, I think we're going to trade sideways into earnings. We have earnings coming up here on this Tuesday morning, and it's Thursday, guys. So how much more could we see between now and Tuesday morning? But I think personally we're going to chop around here, kind of like what we've been seeing, into earnings, and then after earnings, that's going to be the moment of truth, right? If they have a grand slam report, strong guidance, yeah, this could go from consolidation, right? Consolidating for a couple of weeks to now fully breaking out again, which, man, it's been in this sideways channel for, let's see, since the middle of September. So a good month and a half we've been chopping around, and that's actually good, man. That's healthy, right? Healthy price action. What would have been unhealthy would be, all right, SoFi went from 8 to 31, and then let's say it cut in half to 15, right? That would have been terrible if that happened. But the fact that we've held these gains for months and months and months now, and we've seen the drawdown the last 4 to 6 weeks, and we've held steady near $30 a share, that goes to show the strength in SoFi stock. And the fact that, yeah, this go around, it looks like it actually wants to hold the mid-high 20s, unlike what we saw 5-6 years ago. Do you guys remember what happened 5-6 years ago? We got to $25, $30, but let's be honest. At that point, the fundamentals of the company didn't support that stock price. which is why it collapsed all the way to $4. And granted, we did get the market crash of 2022, right? The bubble burst after COVID. That definitely played into SoFi getting annihilated, but it definitely wasn't a $25, $30 stock 5-6 years ago. It was overvalued, right? But now, again, it's showing the strength here when it actually is actually a 25 $30 buck stock, in my opinion. That is I don't know if it's the fair value, right? But that it's where it should be. And honestly, I feel like we could be going higher, right? So SoFi is a much stronger company now at this price than what it was 5-6 years ago. You didn't need me to tell you that. You knew that already. But it shows in the strength of the price action here over the last couple of weeks and months, right? It's super, it's looking super good, man. Super good heading into earnings. And again, we need to break out of $29. So I'm going to set my alert, well, you guessed it, at $29, right? And I'll do another one. Let me do one at $28.50. Why not, right? $28.50, $29. So, yeah, that's a quick rundown on SoFi, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, as again, it's up now almost 4%, and every index in the U.S. market is up as well. Now the Dow's up almost 0.1%. So there you go, Dow. You're crawling yourself out of the hole. I love it. So let's see what else is moving here, guys. On the watch list, LVS is ripping today. Las Vegas Sands, which I think I was looking at this yesterday. I didn't mention it in the video, but this thing is ripping, man. Earnings came out. LVS is up 12-13% now. Looks like EPS came in, adjusted by the way, 78 cents, which beat the 60 cents expected. And sales, $3.33 billion versus $3.03 billion. So double beat, big beat for Las Vegas Sands. They raised their dividend as well from 25 cents to 30 cents. Very nice dividend raise there. And the board actually increased their stock repurchase authorization to $2 billion. So they're buying stock, increasing dividend, big double beat. Yeah, that's a recipe for a breakout, especially if the stock was down, which it was, $13 per share, 21% from the highs heading into earnings. Yeah, that's a recipe for a pop. So LVS, ripping, guys. It is ripping. Viking Therapeutics is also looking great. VKTX, which they just reported earnings. And this is a big competitor to one of my biggest, well, not one of my biggest stocks. I don't know why I said that. To one of my most recent stock purchases. Not my biggest. I don't know why I said that. But Novo Nordisk, right? Yeah, this is a big competitor to Novo, and they just reported earnings, and the stock's popping. I like that. I like that. So Viking reported, let's see here, guys. They reported EPS of negative 81 cents, so they missed, versus the negative 72 cents expected. Morgan Stanley actually raised their target on Viking to $102 from $98, and they're keeping an overweight rating. So this stock, man, has been all over the place. You can see here it hit $61. Then we got those oral, results from their weight loss product, right? I don't know how to put it. You know what I mean, without getting, a flag here on YouTube, right? They're sensitive about that topic. I don't know why. But yeah, they got some not so great results. The stock collapsed, but it's since been recovering, right? So I like VKTX here. I'm not in it. Again, I'm in Novo Nordisk, but I'm keeping an eye on VKTX, and I might buy more Novo before earnings, right? I think their earnings are going to be pretty decent. We'll see how that goes, right? But for now, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I don't want to drag it on too much. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and join the Patreon if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio every week, right? We're buying stocks. We're putting $500 every Monday into the portfolio, and bonus deposits as well throughout the month. So we're investing thousands of dollars a month, guys, if I could talk today. And it's all on Patreon, right? Full transparency. There's a Discord plus more. Check it out. Link down below. Also pinned in the comments. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.